Okay, your first contestant tonight, Carolyn Reiland-Smith, who is an undergraduate. She's a junior. Carolyn is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She is double majoring, show off, in fisheries and wildlife and biology. She's advised by Dennis Ferraro and Sarah Wynn. She says her career goal is to continue with her passion for herpetology and pursue education to a doctorate level in order to teach and research wildlife ecology and conservation, which is great. Carolyn has an excellent title for her presentation tonight, which is Why You May Want to Consider Eating Your Tail. Carolyn.
Limb regeneration has long been a human medical fantasy, but it has been working under our noses in the wild world for millions of years. There are several amphibian and reptile species that are able to damage or lose parts of their bodies and then grow a new and fully functioning one in its place. My realm of research involves a group of lizards that are able to voluntarily lose their tails. It's called caudal autotomy, and it's used as a defense strategy. What happens is, when a predator attacks them, they may leave their tail behind, wiggling with life, giving them a chance to escape and live another day with most of their body intact. While it is fairly common to find this strategy, and it is successful in many ways, it can cause harm and stress to the animals. Sometimes a female who is carrying eggs may end up reabsorbing the energy and forego having any offspring when her tail drops. So when the tail drops, it's severed from the spine and completely detaches from the muscle. What they leave behind is all of the fat they've been storing up to help them survive when food is scarce. They also lose that defense strategy because you cannot lose a tail you don't have. What I found interesting is when given the opportunity, many of these lizards will return to the scene and attempt to eat their own tails. While it's generally assumed that this is to regain lost energy, my question is, what does that energy do for them? Once they've lost their tails, it takes most of these lizards 3 or more months' time to grow a new one. The longer they are without the tails, the longer they remain susceptible to starvation. Once they have their tail regrown, they can begin to continue storing fat and may even lose their tail again in future predator encounters. So what if eating your tail has an effect on how long it takes for you to grow a new one? Could the fat content be sending energy towards new cell growth? Or could the protein in the muscle be giving you a head start on regeneration? There have been no studies done on what diet composition can do for limb regeneration. So I've outlined one of my own using 3 varied dietary prey items. We see one with high protein and low fat, a second group with middle representations from both, and then a third with low protein and high fat. By controlling when my animals lose their tails and what food they're able to eat, we may be able to see a relationship between dietary composition and the regeneration rate. This information can improve our understanding of these animals' natural history and what the true value of eating your tail may be. It can also lead us to more involved programs with certain types of fragile species that may need more time in wildlife rehabilitation centers before being confidently released to the wild. It could even expand our understanding of what limb regeneration truly needs for energy requirements, because it may not remain a human fantasy for much longer. Thank you.